How many times have you spoken to a potential client and they've said, great, I'll come back to you. And then they never do. And the days seem to drag on to weeks, drag on to months, and all that time, effort, and energy you put into the conversation, into doing the proposal, seems to have just been wasted. If you can relate to this, you're struggling with one of the single biggest areas and oftentimes the single biggest hole in a sales funnel, the inability to follow up effectively. Hi, my name is Mike Clark. I've been working with companies from around the world for over 20 years, helping salespeople become effective and to enjoy their jobs. I've gone and created this 5-step Sales SOS Blueprint to help you become effective in what you do. And I want to tackle this whole concept around follow-up. If you're like a lot of people, you can relate to this. You have the great conversation, you go, great, you give them the proposal, and you go, good, okay, I should follow them up. And then Monday comes and you're like, Monday's not a good day to follow people up. They've just had the weekend. And then Tuesday comes and you get really, really busy. And then Wednesday comes and everyone's busy midweek, you tell yourself. And then Thursday comes and you're like, oh, yeah, I really should get onto that follow-up, and you make yourself busy again. And then Friday comes and you tell yourself, well, I'm not going to do, Friday's not a good day to do follow-ups. I'll do it next week on Monday. And that pattern just rolls over and over and over again. If you've been in sales for any length of time, you can definitely relate to that little internal conversation. Our goal today is to break that for you, to show you how easy it is to stand out from every other person in your industry. We're going to look at how you set yourself up to succeed. This is step 3 of our 5-part Sales SOS Blueprint. As with the last 2 steps, grab yourself a blank piece of paper, get a pen to the ready, and let's go. So in the top corner, we're going to put step 3. Write this across the top of your paper. Follow-up equals service plus discipline. Right, so we're going to tackle this in 2 parts. The first part is we need to sort out your head. All right, the 4 inches between your ears. It's called the checkup from the neck up, if you like. Okay, what I really encourage you to do is to understand that follow-up, like any other part of the sales process, is a numbers game. So what I would like you to do on your piece of paper is work out what your current conversion rate is. Maybe it's 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, whatever it is. Write it down. Then write down your sales process. From the first inquiry, what comes next? After that, what follows after that? If I gave you 100 leads, chances are that those 100 leads, if you follow them all up, only about 70 people might actually want to go to the next step. So you have a sales conversation, and of that sales conversation, maybe only 60 people wanted a proposal. If you follow up the proposal, maybe only 30 people wanted to go ahead. In which case, you've got what we call a 30% close rate. Some people are going to say no. When you know what that figure is, it can give you a lot of confidence to go, okay, well, if my strike rate was 60%, then I know that 4 people are going to say no, 6 people are going to say yes. When you know your numbers, one of the things it does, it can give you an incredible amount of confidence. The next part I want to cover off is around your actual follow-up. You want to set yourself up for success. So when we're following up, we want to be able to do it off the back of a commitment to stand out, of a commitment to be somebody focused on our customer success. Some people are not going to be ready. The timing's not right or your offer's not right. Those are the only 2 reasons why people ever say no, by the way, is your timing is not right and your offer's not right. When you have that initial conversation with a client and you have a discussion and you give them the proposal, set the expectation when you will follow up. If you're writing an email, it might sound something like, I look forward to hearing back from you. If we haven't connected by X date, I will give you a call. And ideally, you want to give them the date that you will give them the call. I will give you a call on Tuesday afternoon. Then come Tuesday afternoon, you're then able to pick up the phone and go, hi, as promised, I am following up. Now, when we follow up, what we want to do is we want to change our mindset again, that we're not annoying people. So many people are busy. So many people have a lot of decisions to make, and a lot of people struggle from decision fatigue. So what we want to do is we want to be able to make it easy for them to go to the next step, to get the product or service that's going to make their life better. So what I encourage you to do now on your piece of paper is write down, what wording will you use when you're setting yourself up to make sure that you're able to do the follow-up? So my wording is, I look forward to hearing back from you. If we haven't connected by X date, I will give you a call on Y date. Then when you pick up the phone, you're able to say, as promised, I'm giving you a follow-up call. Occasionally people are going to have a pushback, they're not going to have read something, they're not going to be ready yet. Understand and expect the fact that people are busy and they're not putting your next sale at the top of their priority list. So know what things people say and have some way of adding value. Now that could be something as simple as, great, I will send you some additional information. Or I'll give you another call in a week's time, a month's time, depending on what your sales process is. When you can add value to them, when you let them know that you're there to serve them, people are far more willing to take your phone calls, realizing that all you want to do is to help them succeed. Information is only as good as the action you take as a result of having it. So on your sheet of paper, at the bottom of it, write down the name of at least one person you're going to follow up with today. And when you've done that, practice your script and then maybe follow up another person. And you'll find it gets easier as you do it, but at least do it with one today. If you've enjoyed this, I encourage you to click on the link below and do our full Sales SOS course. It goes a lot more in depth than these 5 steps that we've covered off here in our blueprint. I do encourage you to catch up with us in step 4 of our Sales SOS Blueprint, where we're going to be looking at how to make sales a habit that you can build on day after day to increase the sales in your organization. Here's to your success.